Yeah, we gotta get our theme song or the theme song.
There's a theme song?
I realized that both things we use are pretty high energy kind of punk rock sort of.
Yeah, that's why I made that one punk rock for you because you're punk rock.
I am.
Even though you just listen to like sad emo stuff now.
No, I listen to punk rock. I listen to punk rock today. So
no, you didn't. What punk rock band did you listen to today?
I mean, I listen to NoFX and Lawrence Arms, but
oh yeah, the same two that you've been listening to since you're 14.
I listened to Pup's new one. I listened to I can't wait. Grease Death Art Punk, but they're awesome. I listened to their new one. I can't wait. There are a bunch of shit that's coming out. But I'm not seeing any punk bands.
What?
Yeah, what?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it is a new episode 368, I think we're on, right? Yeah. 368, Chris.
Not counting like what else we had.
I know you mention that every time, not counting all the extra episodes we do. So like we're at like 400 probably at this point. But anyway, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some to Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we got two new movies, two of them out there in the nice movie universe to watch, to talk about, to play with, to give you our emotions, our pure love for the movie cinema world. And we're going to tell you what we think, us geeks that collect like massive amounts of movie stuff because we're geekies. Geeks.
That's right.
Geekies?
I got.
Is it geeky? Geeky?
Geekiness.
Don't forget, folks, the ones that are joining us on the vlog, the chat is open. So anytime we're talking about something, you want to jump in, chime in, we'll be more than happy to add you to the conversation.
I call it a live podcast, but Neil calls it a vlog. So we just have different ways.
Well, I say this part's a vlog, and I mean it's a podcast. It's live. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. You tell me. What should I call it? What should I call it?
Call it the podcast. That's what it is. That's what I always do.
Okay. This is live action nude video of Chris dancing with a pizza slice.
We kicked off.
What platform are we gonna get kicked off before we?
It doesn't matter.
Finish?
I don't know.
No. It was past 2 minutes of anything like that mentioned.
Okay.
I think that's the rule. But anyway, the first movie this week is Predator, Killer of Killers. Now this is like the eighth movie in the Predator.
Yeah.
In the Predator series. So like that is nuts to even think about that. Like, gosh.
And for the record, Prey, which we love Prey.
Oh yeah, we love Prey. And I love the first Predator. Actually there's not a Predator movie I'm not too mad about.
What about Predators? Any Predators?
Yeah, that one.
I didn't like the
whatever. All right. It ruined Adrian Brody for me. So any movie I see him, I just can't take him serious anymore.
But what about like the Predator, the remake that was okay, had Keegan-Michael Key in it? Like they had the, and also I remember
that was
like,
the Predator.
Yeah, I was thinking they had so much. They had the Prime.
That was the Predator.
Yeah, they had Prime like time to show titties, and they didn't. So. Okay.
Everybody, Chris is obsessed with things like burlesque shows and boobies and stuff like that. All right. Anyway, first in this movie is Lindsay Lavanchi.
You're furrowing. No, I'm not. Oh my God, I didn't even touch you. Stop it. Is this really necessary?
Of course it is. We're preparing ourselves for the journey. Plus, you look fucking awesome.
Oh, don't say fucking.
Can we just enjoy this? Like, live in the moment a little bit. This is going to be a really meaningful experience for all of us. Here. Old grandma.
That's from a short called Here Cold Grandma,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
us being who we are, we're a big fan of shorts and long shorts and stuff like that. We always go to the Panic Fest. Woo, we give them a
And Neil
shout.
also,
Panic
when
Fest.
we go to see the shorts at Vegas, Neil is wearing shorts. That's part of it. So
Anyway, so in this movie is Louis Ozawa.
Ozawa.
Sorry. I knew I was going to mess that up.
Hey, take it easy. If you want the boy to live, you will let me out of this. Fucking no! What the fuck did you do? It was our only fucking lead. You fucking child. You did this. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Piece of shit child. Kid fucked up. Got holstered or killed.
So where's that from, Neil? Is that from?
That is from The Hunters. Now, I didn't know what that was originally when I found it, and me and my wife actually watched the beginning of the first episode at
So you guys
lunchtime
are
today.
you're gonna go ahead and watch the rest of it?
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, I didn't know what it was. I
Yeah.
didn't. I just knew Al Pacino was in it, and it's about them hunting Nazis in the 70s.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, like the first opening scene is like one of the best opening scenes to the show I think I've ever seen. And I don't want to ruin it. Go see The Hunters. Go see the beginning. Go see the first episode at least. That's all I've gotten.
Okay.
But anyway, also in this wonderful movie is Rick Gonzalez.
My damage is that people like you two have the power of gods, yet you think you can make the world a better place just by putting on a fancy costume.
No, we think we make the world a better place because, well, we do.
Yeah, look around. The moment he showed up, meta start appearing everywhere. Now you show up and we get aliens. Superpowers are evil, man. And I don't want anything to do with them. Or with either of you.
Oh.
It's from DC Legends tomorrow, right? Or Arrow.
No. That's Arrow, but it could be either because it was like I think it's that was the Crisis on Infinity Earth, so it was like that whole mix of everything.
Okay.
He's Wild Dog.
Wild Dog.
Wild Dog. Anyway, also in this movie is the wonderful you told me to say his name and now I forgot it. Michael
Biehn. Michael Biehn.
Bean. Oh, that's it. I thought it was Benson. Michael Bean.
All right, listen. The Terminator's an infiltration unit. Part man, part machine. Underneath, it's a hyperalloy combat chassis. Microprocessor controlled. Fully armored. Very tough. But outside, it's living human tissue. Flesh, skin, hair, blood, grown for the cyborgs.
Look, Reese, I don't know what you want.
Pay attention! I gotta ditch this car. But outside, it's...
Yeah, so that's from a Terminator, the Terminator from 1984, 83. Michael Biehn is
85.
Well, Michael Biehn is a sci-fi royalty for that reason.
84, you're right with 84.
Yeah, look at that.
Half that movie was filmed illegally.
I believe it.
No, yeah, I heard about it. Where like they would do like certain scenes like you just jump on a street and film the scene real quick and then leave without any permits.
You know what's crazy
like
is that the second one's so much better than that one. Terminator 2 so much better than the first one. Like, I
don't know.
Come on, dude. Really?
I mean, I guess Guns N' Roses makes anything better. So I get that.
Okay, well, that one scene where they're going to the arcade, I guess.
You could be
He's like,
mine.
She's not my mom, Todd, and then he drives away.
But anyway, those are just some of the actors. A whole cast we'll talk about here in just a minute for Predator, Killer of the Killers. Second movie that we talked about this week because Chris is a huge Wes Anderson. I can't believe you don't got Wes Anderson tattoos.
I don't want to be that guy.
Whoa. You already got a bunch of A24 tattoos.
I have two. And
you got two A24 tattoos. And you're like, I don't want to be the guy that gets the tattoos of. I have Princess Bride. They Live. I literally have the Joker.
So part of Wes Anderson is his aesthetic is so specific. The ones I have in me are pretty much different. Like the
Yeah,
different
yeah,
aspects.
yeah. That's why you just have to find an artist that
Okay.
can design like Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
I do a whole back piece. Oh,
I don't know about that, man.
I got some.
I
I got
don't
some
know.
ideas for it. All right, the second movie we're talking about, the name is The Phoenician Scheme, with the great, the awesome.
You know.
Sorry, I choked. I don't know why I choked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's weird. I'm human, guys. It
Yeah.
only happens. All 20 of you guys. Benicio del Toro.
Sounds like real trouble. You're gonna need plenty of legal advice before this thing is over.
Oh, yeah.
As your attorney, I advise you to rent a very fast car with no top. And you'll need the cocaine. Tape recorder for special music. Acapulco shirts. Get the hell out of LA for at least 48 hours. Blows my weekend. Because naturally, I'm gonna have to go with you. And we're gonna have to arm ourselves to the teeth.
Well, why not? I mean, if the thing's worth doing, worth doing right. This is the American dream in action.
So if you're living in Las Vegas,
I mean, I went through so many different movie clips, and I was just like, man, it just has to be that one.
yeah,
every
it's
time.
got to. Yeah.
Then one of her first major roles in a movie, Mia. I'm gonna say this wrong.
Threepleton.
Yeah, Mia Threepleton.
What a good decision we made, my darling, to put this lake in our stately home.
Oh, it was the perfect choice. You, my dear, have impeccable taste. Those curtains you chose for our parlor are a delight.
Home sweet home.
You know, it's a bit smaller than I remember.
But exactly what we need. It's getting quite late. Perhaps we should retire.
Are you sure you're ready? Retiring?
Oh.
Quite sure.
Yeah. So actually, Mia Threepleton, she's actually the daughter of Kate Winslet.
Man, I should have made a bet with my wife. I was like, I bet you less than 5 minutes into the podcast, Chris will mention that Kate Winslow is Mia.
Yeah.
But anyway, also.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, here, let's get through these clips as quick as possible so we can get to the movies. All right, Michael Cera.
All right, everybody listen up. Who took my fucking cell phone, man? Martin, empty your pockets. What? I saw you in the bathroom, man. Somebody down my phone. Shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. It's unacceptable after all the coke I've wasted on you people. Run away. Take your fucking cell phone. 3,
Whoa.
1,
Whoa.
0. What's happening to me? What's happening?
Oh my God.
Oh shit, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, from This Is the End. Yeah.
This is the end. One of my favorite parts in. Next, Richard Ayoda.
This, Jen, it's the internet.
What?
That's right.
This is the internet. The whole internet.
Yep. They offer a loan of it so that you can more speak.
Small.
That's one of the surprising things about it.
Hang on. It doesn't have any wires or anything.
It's wireless.
Wireless nowadays, isn't it? Yeah. So I can really use it in my speech. What if someone needs it?
Oh, no. People will still be able to go online and everything. It'll still work.
Oh, good.
I tell you, you present this to the shareholders and you will get quite a response.
Yeah, from the
From the IT crowd, the IT crowd, either way you want to say it. And also Jeffrey Wright is in this as well.
Boston Whaler? Boston Whaler. You been around the world, right? You know something? I got money longer than train smoke I ain't never been on an airplane once my whole goddamn life.
Let me ask you something.
Cinco familia. 5 family. 5 borough. 1 law.
Okay.
You an interesting motherfucker. You got like a Disney card or something?
From Shaft.
That is from Shaft, one of his
You know,
greatest movies of all time.
He's one bad.
Mo, shut your mouth.
There we go.
And also Tom Hanks.
I just want to relax in a nice lukewarm bath.
What about this?
I don't think that can hurt us anymore.
You went vintage of Tom Hanks with the money pit.
Dude, it's one of the funniest laugh scenes ever in a movie ever. And last not least in this movie is, and there's a ton more people. We'll get to it later, but we're already like 35 minutes into this thing, and we haven't even got to a movie yet. It's Bryan Cranston.
Boys, I found the beer you hid in the garage. After all our talks about drinking, you still think it's cool? Well, it's not. Now sit down and watch. Look at me. I'm Mr. Cool. Everybody digs my scene. I'm the grooviest dude who was ever grooved on. I just love you boys so much.
From Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. Crazy, awesome show. But that is the people from Wes Anderson's The Phoenician Scheme.
Phoenician Scheme.
That's what I said, the Phoenician Scheme.
Okay, all right. We'll go with that.
Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Instagram, this podcast. We're on Blue Sky, Movies Don't Suck podcast at BSKY social, something like that. Go to tunenet.com, city number 2, and moviesnet.com. You find us there on a bunch of really cool podcasts. You can send email info@moviesdon'tsuck.net. You guys want shirts or merch? Go to bonfire.com to choose something they do, or you can go to search Blackwood as Productions of T Public. There too. Go to patreon.com/movies-don't-suck, and everywhere you find podcasts on Movies Don't Suck and something they do on YouTube. We're there too. We're everywhere. We're hard to not find. You know, who we gonna love to today?
Our love today is going to go to some people that took care of me just the other night when I was at the NBA Finals in Oklahoma City, going for the team that's going to win it all, the Pacers. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, that pisses so many people off in here in Oklahoma where I live. You can actually see the flag right here. Boom. There we go. That's the flag.
Okay.
That's the only thing they had with Pacers on it. Like at the Oklahoma City Thunder game. Anyway, the place we're going to talk about is called the Blue Note. The Blue Note is a local establishment in Oklahoma City that literally has been there for like the last 30 years. They have music, live bands, and stuff like that. Like this weekend coming up is Cowboy Jr., Neamon, and every Sunday night they have jazz night. Like literally this place is just, oh yeah, that porch. I stayed on that porch for a while, of course, because I could smoke. But there's King Cabbage Brass Band. I know that band. They're pretty cool guys. But yeah, it's a nice little lit up bar that is live music. It's a venue for bands. I played on those dartboards literally the night after the finals. Yep, those two right there. It's great. They have a good menu for food and all the above. On Wednesday nights, they usually have music, karaoke with Michael. Then on Friday nights they have a band every year. They have Saturday night they have bands. Sunday night they have bands. It's jazz, and it's a wonderful place to go. The drinks are cheap. The people are nice. It was just look at that environment. I mean, don't you want to hang out there and let's watch the band? I mean, look at those booths. It reminds me of the 1950s and stuff like that. So all you got to do if you're ever in the Oklahoma City area, go to you can go to facebook.com/OKC Blue Note, or you can go to their website, okcbluenote.com, for more information about bands, places, people, and things that are going there. My friends actually hung out with DJ Koala there one night.
Nice.
And if you guys don't know who DJ Koala is, that's the guy from New Guy, Road Trip, and stuff like that, because he was there for the Supernatural convention. Because he's part of Supernatural.
Did you go there?
Yeah.
You saw that,
so my friends, the way the story goes is that my friends were already in Oklahoma City because of the Supernatural convention, and it just so happened that the Oklahoma City Thunder are the ones that got into the finals. But I called it at the beginning of the season. I said it's going to be the Thunder and it's going to be the Pacers in the finals, and people made fun of me. They laughed at me. They threw things at me. One person came up straight at my face and went right into my face and was like,
that's what they do.
Yeah,
huh?
and I was just like, no, dude. I go, it was just like, I said to them, yeah, and it was a whole thing. But so they were already there for the Supernatural. So their hotel room, they got months before the finals. Their hotel room would have cost like $1,500 a night for that night if they didn't already have it 3 months ago.
So the thing is, they have like a rabid fan base, like comparable to the Swifties about Supernatural.
Oh, it was fun. It was a great time. I had a great time. I took pictures with the car. I went to the last panel, which was Sam and Dean, just sitting there talking it out. Dean, whatever the actor's name is, Soldier Boy. The only thing he wants to do, the number one thing he wants to accomplish in his life is to be a host of Saturday Night Live, and I feel like people need to make that happen.
Well, start a petition.
I'm gonna start a petition. But Chris, let's talk movies.
Let's talk Predator Killer Killers. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg, directed Tin Cloverfield Lane. Wrote and directed Tin Cloverfield Lane, which I love. He also did Prey, which we were fans of last year. And also directed by Joshua Wasson, who's known for like animation stuff. Because you guys didn't know this. This is an all anime movie. Written by Micha Robert Rutar, Dan Trachtenberg, and Jim Thomas, who created the original Predator. This stars we'll go in order. God, where the fuck is that? Wendigo Vanchi is Ursa.
You're furrowing. No, I'm not.
Also, this stars Rick Gonzalez Torres.
Hey, take it easy.
Who is Zawa? It's Kinji and Kiyoshi.
Hey, take it easy.
And Michael Biehn plays Vandy in this.
All right, listen. The Terminator's an infiltration unit.
Let's read the storyline for Predator Killer Killers.
What? There's a storyline?
Let's read the storyline.
Oh, there's actually a story.
Yeah,
it's like, is it the same size or smaller?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll explain.
It's just weird. That's kind of like the shortest storyline I think I've ever seen. But all right, let's do it. 3 of the furious warriors in human history become prey to the ultimate killer of killers. That's the worst description.
So, guys, this is split into 4 parts. It's an anthology. It starts out with the first one called The Shield, second one called The Sword, and the third one called The Bullet, and the fourth one's just kind of like, it's called The Final Battle. So this is also 90 minutes, so it's pretty short. I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Oh, do you want me to jump in now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What do I got to say about this? I know what I got to say.
Hey, I'm a predator.
But that's not the Predator movie. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. I downloaded the I'm a Predator thing twice. This is the best Predator thing that's ever existed since Predator 1. Hands down, by far, past it all. And I'll tell you the reason why, as if you want to know my reasoning why to that.
Sure, absolutely, I do.
At the end of Predator 2 with Danny Glover, it is like one of the... It allows you to know that there is predators over the entire history of man. Now, from different... Usually all the movies are in this time frame, except for Prey, which was the first one to show us that it goes back in time.
Yeah, which is great, by the way. Prey is awesome.
And this one, I really feel like Dan... gosh, I'm going to butcher his name like I do everything. Dan Trachtenberg. I really think Dan Trachtenberg was like, man, we can do anything we want. This is a whole universe. The Predator could be right behind you at any time, just sitting there in the background, waiting to strike.
And I think it's all the much better because it's also animated.
I just realized what
I really love the anime. I love the animation in this thing. It makes it so much. Also, it's also gory as shit.
It is
by the way.
so, and it starts off right off the back.
Yeah.
Now it starts off right off the back because this is a movie. They wanted you to know what was coming. They're like, hey, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
But this is like literally one of the most like it just digs in like right as you get to it.
And it doesn't each story doesn't overstay its welcome. It's perfectly paced, and it's just so fun to see this. And also, it gets right to the point. To being an anthology, we have all these different characters, all these different sort of yachas, and it just works so well for this type of medium, especially animation. Like, we've seen movies that do the animation like Lord of the Rings, which wasn't that great. This one actually lives up to the Predator name. This is Killers. It's I'm surprised it's only streaming. I would have loved to see some theaters.
Yeah,
the animation
the animation. If for the people at home, because there's about 26 of you guys watching right now. So anybody that's actually watching the screen here, like, and you haven't seen this animation yet, I did get a couple of screenshots that are just ridiculous. Like,
it's beautiful.
I mean, it is like one of the most beautiful looking, like, these scenes of these predators, these actors. Like, at first I thought, man, I don't know if I'm going to like this animation, because I thought it was going to be more, I don't know, like motion comic is what I thought.
Yeah.
But you know what it reminded me, of course, of?
What was that?
Spider-Man Across Beyond the...
oh, yeah.
It reminds me of the Spider-Man Beyond the Universe, Spider-Man... Across Spider... Yep, I just had to look at the poster. But it reminds me of those. And it's like... that's what the animation in this looks like. It's a very short film, but the thing is, if it was like 4 or 5 stories, I'd have been there. I'd have been there all day. Especially how they end it and how they bring it all together at the end. Like,
they also have sort of world building. You have the Ouches, the Predator's home planet. You sort of get more insight into that. Like, they're building up to, and there could be, they could do 10 more of these. I'd be happy, but they actually have a Predator coming out late this year.
You know what it reminds me of? Even though the animation didn't change in between stories, it reminds me of Animatrix.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, which the Animatrix to me is still one of the. I mean, like Animatrix, Black Freighter, and I'd say this is like one of the best add-ons, animation wise, to a movie series. It has.
Yeah, it's like they took the. It's just so fun and it's so gory and so action packed and it's just really, really good. I'm afraid that it gets buried because what happens with streaming releases, they just get buried and but they're hoping people will talk about it. And so we're talking about.
We're talking about it. You know how many movies we could have reviewed this week? There's still like 5 or 6 that's on our list that we didn't even come to.
We got to do Ballerina next week, you know.
Yeah, we didn't do Fountain of Youth. We haven't done. I mean, there's a list. I've made a list. Where's the list? New movies. Let's see. There's Fear Street Prom Night, Fountain of the
That's
Youth,
right.
Friendship. No, we did Friendship. Friendship and Mission Impossible. I can take those off. But yeah, I try to make a list of movies that we surpassed, so I can like next time you're like, what movies do we watch? Just it doesn't work when you ask that when I'm like, drunk at a basketball game.
Yeah, Neil. I text Neil like on like a Friday night, like 8 o'clock. Neil's like, "I was drunk all weekend. I don't know what you're talking about."
Not all weekend. No, people. Don't say that.
Fine.
I don't get drunk.
Right,
I am not an alcoholic like that.
Okay.
I mean, my
Okay.
first alcoholic beverage of the week is literally right here. Well, yeah, of the week is right here. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Me and my wife went and got tacos the other day.
Yeah, with tacos you gotta drink beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But Freddy Killers is on Hulu. You guys definitely should, if you guys have any interest in sci-fi whatsoever, this is right up your alley. It's also super, like I said, super violent. You won't see anything this violent. I haven't seen something this violent since fuck, I don't know when.
Yeah, this thing goes right
but-
into it. This does not give you. This is not. This does not forgive anything. The three stories are like one's in the Viking times, one's in the Samurai times, and one's in World War II.
Was
it World War II? Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah, World War
man, just like this fact from it, where in a scene the predator is actually collecting the engines of the airplanes because it can't collect the body parts of the skulls like it would in like how to come up with something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like
I know.
when you're sitting there with when you're sitting around, well, not actors, but when you're sitting around with the writers, to be like, shouldn't we do something about him not being able to collect skulls?
I knew. My score on this one, probably 4.2, 4.3. I really enjoyed this movie. It's just so tight. You know?
It not only is it tight, like literally to me, I love this movie. This movie, I don't know how it's not at least an honorable mention this year. I'm gonna give it like a 4.6. I loved it. I like this is a very rewatchable thing for me. Like if I went over to like somebody's house right now and they're like, what should we watch? I'm like, Killer of Killers. Throw that on right now, bro.
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half of us just sitting there and drinking, having a good time, watching some predators be predators, because everybody knows that Chris is also a predator, right?
Hey, I'm a predator.
Don't say that, dude. I don't want people-
What?
I'm not a predator.
Man.
But I want to talk to you guys like right now. What is the creep?
He hates that I got a soundboard. Anyway,
I do. What is the audience score for Predator Killer of Killers?
Oh man, it has to be at least 87%.
It's 90%. Yeah.
Damn it! I should have gone 90. I was going to go 90.
What's the critic score for Predator Killer Killers? Come on, dead air. I think I cut out this dead air when it happens.
What? Wait, you got to cut out the dead air?
Yeah, when it happens.
But this is like we're building up to something here, buddy.
Okay, all right, well, what's the score?
I'm afraid what they're gonna say, and that just upsets me. All right, 75%.
Certified Fresh at 95%.
Oh my God! I totally miscalled that.
Critics' consensus is plunking the Predator into a series of inspired matchups with striking visual palette. Killer of the Killers is a lean, mean, and just plain awesome addition to the iconic sci-fi franchise. I'll do a better review than a good review. This is from Eric L. Childress of Movie Madness Podcast. Says the film's animation unfortunately has the feel of video game filler, with a cheap, choppy look to the one-on-one fight scenes, blending, and the story feels a little more than just that episodic setup. What's to come down the road? You can suck a dick on that one. This is
Oh, that's mean, Chris.
Wait,
I mean, if you're gonna say anything, you just gotta say like, Yeah. That's
Okay,
what
and
he said.
and this is a nice one from Manuel Noisette of the movie blog. He says, "Predator Killer Killer is a blood-soaked feast of violence, war, and cinematic flair that makes the series case for being the best installment in the entire Predator franchise." I mean, it's great, and it did it.
Because the
Like you
thing is,
said, sorry.
no, go ahead. Continue. Good. Continue.
So Neil, do you think this is as good or better than the Predator one, the first one?
Man. Okay, I can't say that because the way I always say with like a series or something like that, I feel like especially with a franchise, the first one's what introduced us.
Yeah.
So how can you rate like what's better than that one? You know, like because that's the one that tells us the story that we're going off of for the rest of everything else.
Yeah, we talked about Terminator 2 is you like Terminator 1 because it started the thing, but Terminator 2 may be better, you know?
I don't know if the PG-13 Terminator is as good as the R-rated Terminator.
What's R-rated? No, what's PG-13 Terminator 2 is definitely R.
No, it's not R.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely is. 100% is.
Wow. Someone took me there as like an 8-year-old?
Yeah.
Like,
you watch the fucking what'd you watch? You watched like Nightmare on Elm Street when you were 8 years old. Come on.
I know, I did. No, I mean that was on my own though. That was without my parents.
Fair enough. But yeah, so
we can't tell you to not see this movie at all. This is seriously, if you like it, if you can take, some people can't take animation. That's the only downfall to that. But besides that, this is literally one of the best movies so far of the year. If you like the Predator series, if you like sci-fi, you're going to love it. Go see it right now, tomorrow, this second. Turn us off, go watch it, and then come back.
We actually had another Predator movie coming out in November, which will be in theaters. And,
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, more Predator.
Yeah.
Do you think they can do a double header and put this one in front of that one? Like
that'd be dope, cool. Right? That'd be dope if they were able to do that. I'd like to see this on the screen.
You're
but yeah,
pretty dope too.
It sounds like, dude. All right, so that's Hulu. You guys can check it out. It came out 3 days before my birthday, and I just watched it last night. So it's a good time.
All right, it's a good time. Good time. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. You know I want to say it. It's about that time. Chris, hit that button. This is the movies that don't suck and some of them news. I'm about to read a bunch of information to Chris. He's gonna love it. If not, too bad. He still has to listen to it.
I like to move it. So,
all right, let's talk about some. Let's just get 3 of the big ones out of the way right away.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The first one I think is like one of the biggest things that was announced this past week. That's right, the one and only Mia Goth will be headlining the new Star Wars Starfighter movie series, and will be a big part of Sean Levy's Star Wars series, which also stars Ryan Gosling. Yeah, at this time as well. So that's insane. I'm more all over that than anything. I mean, Goth is already in Del Toro's Frankenstein alongside Oscar Isaac, Jacob Alardo, as well as The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's.
She's still in the spotlight from Jenna Ortega. I feel like Mia Goth. She's just.
I mean, the whole Pearl X and Maxine thing just blew her right the heck up.
Yeah, she's great.
Now, a story that Chris made sure I said by sending me the line to this 1,714 times. Robert Eggers. That's what I said.
You said Roger
Eberts.
No,
I just switched the B. And I know. It was funny. Everybody at home laughed, didn't you guys?
Okay.
Didn't you guys? They're all looking at me. They're all looking at me, and they're going like, "What?" But anyway, the one and only Robert Eggers is writing and directing a version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Who will be starring in this is the man himself, none other than a guy we love on this show, Mr. William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, yeah. I think he's probably the Scrooge character. But here's the thing, Neil. There's only really one Christmas Carol that I think's good, and that's the Muppet Christmas Carol. I don't think we need another one. But if he's making like a really weird, fucked up horror version of this, I'll watch all day. But I don't. I'm not a big fan of like the whole Christmas Carol thing. Though, like I said, though, I know who's in it. You know,
it's Defoe.
I want a fucked up version of Christmas Carol. And
sir, I don't know if you are listening to me, sir. Let me repeat myself. Because, man, if you... That's it. That's it, Chris.
You just made the list.
Neil
I mean, like, literally. But... Yeah, I mean, it's Defoe. So, like, I'm just...
I know, you know this director more than... Like, I love him. And so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also...
You know what, Chris? Screw it. Who cares about the Christmas Carol? You know why?
You gonna play a clip? Is that what you're about to do?
No. Because there's other Christmas movies we can talk about, Chris.
Okay.
Like, as verified as of this week, Violent Night 2 will be coming out December 4th, 2026. Dave is already signed back on for it. The director, Tommy Wirkola, is going to be doing it. Returning writers Pat Cassie and Josh Miller and Kelly McCormick, David Lech are all going to be part of it again. So the same people that did Violent Night 1, which we are big fans of on this podcast.
Great. Yeah.
So David Harper is going to be taking on, I love David Harper at this point. I mean, and he's such a really good dude. If you have not seen things that he does around the internet. And the
I mean, besides cheating on his wife, but yeah. Like, he's.
Wow, dude.
I'm just saying.
Wow. When did we become that? When did it become that? When did we become?
I think he's.
Chris,
I think he's a great
I don't
actor.
even know.
I think he's a great actor.
What?
I think David Harbour is a great actor.
Okay, well, I mean, we don't really dig into people's personal lives. Like, we're not going to talk about how Jared Leto's sexual misconduct allegations might take down two franchises at the same time.
Dude, like, I was people were like, oh, I can't believe I can believe it. 100% believe it. What happened?
I know. But yeah, now, because of the 9 allegations, I think we're at now. 2 of the new movie series that are coming out in the next year and a half might be completely wiped off the slate.
What you said, the Morbius franchise?
Tron Ares.
Oh, is he in that?
Yes, it was in the last one. Did you not?
Okay. I just don't know.
Oh my god!
I didn't see the last one, so.
And the one that really, really upsets me. Masters of the Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Replace Skeletor.
Yeah,
both might get canceled now.
Yeah, I mean, who had to win though? We really had to win Jared Leto on this one, right?
Oh no, I completely blared Jared Leto. And if I don't get a He-Man movie, man, a good He-Man movie, I will knock the fucker out, man. I am not a violent man. I do not fight anymore. I'm not that guy. But if I see him in public, I'm gonna just punch him and be like, "That's for ruining He-Man."
Well, you should say it also that's for ruining those women's, for hurting those women. But yeah, it's fucking yeah. Was that the next news, or just bring it up just cause?
No, I literally had it up, and I was just it's called a segue. Have you ever heard of that? It's like when you go from one thing to another, and you move it in.
Yeah.
Dude, do you want me to kick you in the balls?
Please don't.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to kick you. I don't want to kick your balls into space.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do
like Spaceballs 2 has confirmed 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of the original cast are confirmed for it. That's right. First, Mel Brooks will be returning back as Yogurt. Right?
Yeah.
Bill Pullman will be returning as Lone Star.
Yeah.
And the biggest one in this whole announcement, the one, the only, the man with the helmet so big you can't fly over it, Rick Moranis will return to Spaceballs 2 as none other than Dark Helmet.
So this is great news because Rick Moranis has not been in any movies since like a long time. So he's coming back to do Spaceballs. I only hope that Pizza the Hut show up at one point too.
He ate himself to death. That'd be part that ruin the come on, man.
The continuity would okay. Fine.
Yeah, that'd be in the continuity for that movie. Guys, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. If you don't know,
Oh yeah,
it is Friday the 13th, and it is the 45th anniversary of Friday the 13th. There are certain movie theaters that will be playing, especially local theaters that are big commercial chains that will be playing Friday the 13th, the original, at any, if you guys want to go see it on Friday the 13th, 45th anniversary, one of the best movies of all time. Now, if you can't see it in the theater and you're just bored at home and you're like, man, I want to see some Friday the 13th. Well, don't go looking at all your platforms. Go to the free platform. Pluto TV will be playing the first 5 Friday the 13th movies, and you can go see them tomorrow and tomorrow only.
So here's what Screenland's doing for that. Actually, Screenland, our favorite theater in Kansas City, they're doing Friday the 13th double feature roulette, where they randomize the Friday the 13th movies, 2 of them. And that's the ones they play. So it's gonna be fun. You guys want to go that one?
Weird. The new A24 has been hiring cast and got a director already for the YouTube's creepiest viral phenomenon, the Back Rooms.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen the Back Rooms?
Yeah, it's fucking creepy as shit.
Oh my god, it's creepy. If you don't know, the Back Rooms is the short films. Like the first one's like 9 minutes, and the rest of them are like 2 to 3 minutes. There's like 22 of them, if I know, like 22, 23 of them. And so far, Christina Maladio from The Penguin and Palm Springs has joined. Oh man, I'm gonna mess this guy. He's from 12 Years a Slave and Children of Men. Chai Watiol man.
Chowtel Jafor, yeah. Chowtel Jafor, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. This is why Chris and I work together, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Are the two people that are part of it. Kane Parson is going to be directing the project now.
Yeah.
Is the Parson is the guy who's actually makes the films.
Mm-hmm. So I want to mention that you guys want to freak yourself out at home at night, just go on YouTube and at like midnight with all the lights off and watch this shit. This shit's terrifying. It's really scary.
It is man. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
You know what?
It's scary. It is I don't know if it's scary.
Unsettling is a good way to put it. Unsettling.
Unsettling. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's talking about something unsettling for the first time in life. Disney and Universal have come to an idea that AI is bad. So they are now suing let's see, what's the name of the company? Midjourney, the website, has thousands of, if not millions of pictures of Disney and NBC Universal characters that are copyright, suing them for their AI images of them, and they're getting them for copyright infringement.
I mean, yeah, but they probably just don't want pictures of like Mickey Mouse fucking something in the on the internet somewhere. So
but they still do own the rights to it.
That's true. That's fair.
I mean, like, if AI is making something fake, they got to sue the AI company.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to that at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're supposed to be making money off of it, and at any time you're like, oh, I just want a picture of Spider-Man on a motorcycle eating a hamburger, butt naked with it, like they
can do whatever.
Yeah. Talking about Spider-Man. Yes, guys, it's still coming. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is still in works. And people go, is it actually happening? And they're like, yes, it is clear. They go, we moved it to 2027. We had some issues. And people are asking the main actor who plays Miles Morales. What's his name? Samik Moore.
Mm-hmm.
They go, do you know anything about it? He goes, I know I'm in it 3 times.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for it, and that last one was a little confusing. I will say I'll have to rewatch it before watching the new one. So
I love the last one. I love all of them.
mm,
I love
okay,
all of them. They
okay,
just make me happy in the buttocks.
that's
Do you
right.
get happy? Like, what's a movie that you love that is just amazing all the time?
Well, I gotta say that we'll talk about that. That just makes me happy. Probably Ghostbusters.
Probably Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan has announced that one of the things that he would like to do next is to make anything anime into live action. He doesn't give a damn what it is. That's what he wants his next project to be. And after he did Sinners, I feel like we can just give him the keys to whatever and let him
Yeah.
run.
I mean, because Sinners is so fucking good. It's someone number one of the year. It's
Oh my
hard to beat.
god! I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Talking about things hard to beat. What's harder to beat than Netflix's new adventure about the good old Cliff Booth? Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's
It
one?
just
What
keeps
two?
on adding more and more people now. You guys don't know. Cliff Booth was the character that Brad Pitt played. Brad Pitt will be revising his role. Also Elizabeth
Debicki. Debicki. Yeah, Debicki.
Yep. Scott King is already in it. Now, Yahya Abdul Matin II, who is like from Doctor Strange and that universe, he has now been added to the cast as well. So this cast seems to be filling up pretty quick.
I can't wait for it.
With
Honestly,
a
like, I
lot
love
of
Cliff Booth characters, so knowing that we'll get more of them makes me pretty happy. Honestly.
yeah, I mean, I know I wanted that Quentin Tarantino-esque style, but man, I just don't know. I
At
don't know.
least we'll have a
I don't
little
know.
Cliff Booth probably perfected. So I love Cliff. I love the character. So
Chris, do you sit at night and wonder to yourself what's next in the DC universe after Superman?
I gotta be honest, not really. But you're gonna tell me, right?
Man, James Gunn has announced the thing that they are writing right now is they are writing the Wonder Woman
Oh, they're
script. The new Wonder Woman will be
so
next.
it won't be what's her face? What's the actress's name who played Wonder Woman now? It
Gal
won't be
Gadot?
Gal, right? The new.
No, it won't be Gal. Won't be
Okay.
Gal.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Chris, have you ever thought to yourself, man, if I plant a garden with radioactive tomatoes, will they attack the world?
Oh, I mean, there's a movie about that, a documentary called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Well, have you ever wondered what the sequel of that
What's
would
it called?
be? All right, there's a new sequel. I think there's like 3 Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, by the way. If I remember correctly. I used to watch them as a kid. But Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Organic Intelligence is now being in the works. Now, the best part is it's amazing cast, which includes David Kushner, Catherine Corcoran from Terrifier, John Austin or Gomez from the Addams Family. Who else is in this? They said, Eric Roberts, of course, because why not? Samantha Bailey from The Listening, and yeah, and that is like seriously. So they're getting it staff together. How do you make that like a believable? I don't know, man. I hope it all goes well.
I mean, it's like trying to make a Killer Clowns from Outer Space sequel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which movie? When it came out, scared the living shit out of me as a kid. You know, Killer Clowns is scary, but now I look back and now it's ridiculous. It's funny though.
It is now rumored that Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day will be none other than Gwen Stacy.
Oh.
Which is weird. So if you think about it, so they're getting the redhead to play a blonde, and and Zendaya was MJ in the first, and Gwen Stacy was the crush in high school, but they're done with high school now and they're in college, so it's like reverse universe, reverse universe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, let's see what else do we got here on the good old lineup here. Um, there's a movie coming out about basketball.
What's it called?
It's going to be called The Goat.
The Goat. And is it
Now,
who's it about though?
it's just a wild story. Now, listen. Now, so far, Stephen Curry, who's one of the NBA's greatest basketball players, is in it. Caleb McLaughlin's in it. Gabriel Union, Nick Kroll, David Harbour, and Jennifer Lewis are already all signed up. Patton Oswalt's in it as well. And yeah, so I mean, and it's directed by Tyree Dillihay, who is the person that does Bob's Burgers.
You're right. No, that's not you.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm already in good basketball season because the Pacers. You guys know who the Pacers are? They're this Indiana team,
Pacers,
the Pacers.
Yes.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Pacers. Yeah. They beat the hell out of the Thunder last night, like annihilated them. The game 3, so that means 2 games down, boy. Woo! Yeah, Pacer. Yes, sir. Anyway, live action Hercules isn't going well because the Russo brothers and Disney keep yelling at each other.
They have their own ideas, and Disney doesn't want their ideas, I guess.
No. Industry insiders say that Daniel Rickman reports the creative tensions have been brewing on Hercules between the Russo brothers and Disney. He claims the filmmaking duo wants to shift directions and focus on a new story about Hades, as well as the title of the film after the god of the underworld. Meanwhile, Disney just wants it to be the exact same freaking thing.
Of course
live
they
action.
Do. Of course they do. Well, yeah, we haven't seen it on Stitch yet, so we'll see if that's actually worth watching. But you know, and if you guys want to watch Snow White, it's on Disney Plus now. I don't know if we'll watch it or not. But yeah, what else you got going on, Neil? Did we get there? Or?
Your face is going on. Okay. Your face is going on.
Neil's
one of the greatest bands in the history of man is getting a documentary series, which will talk about the different decades they're in, and each decade will be talked about. And that is the one, the only, 4 letters, 1 word.
Rush?
Tool.
Oh, Tool, okay. All right. Yeah.
Because Tool has been considered, I mean, Tool, let's be honest, Tool never not sells out. Tool is one of the most popular bands amongst people our age limit, or, you know, not just our age, but anybody since they've been out.
Yeah.
And Tool's working with them on this. Okay. So it's...
So unprecedented access to them.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And then finally, Chris, Andy Serkis has literally released the first little clip of Animal Farm, which he's been working on. And you can go see that. Yeah, you can go watch it on YouTube or any place you find your videos and stuff. And look at this, dude.
That looks cool. I definitely want to see the movie Animal Farm.
Yeah, I mean that's Seth Rogen, and I can't remember who the other character is in this one.
It's very cute though.
It doesn't say right here. Doesn't say, but that is Seth Rogen as the big pig. And I'm just saying right now, there's nothing better than a Pacers win. Woo! And that's the news. That was the movies don't suck and some of the news. I told Chris a bunch of stuff, and all he said to me was,
"You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you."
All right, let's talk to the final movie. Let's talk about the Phoenician Scheme. The director by Wes Anderson. You guys don't know who Wes Anderson is? Where have you been living? And he's done, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Real Tenenbaums, Rushmore, Moonrise Kingdom, Asteroid City, Isle of Dogs, Grand Budapest Hotel. He's a French Dispatch. It's one of those institutions. This is written by Wes and wrote his writing part of Roman Coppola. This stars Benicio del Toro as Jaja Corda.
Sounds like real trouble.
Mia Triple10 plays Liesel.
What a good decision we made, my darling.
Michael Cera plays Bjorn.
Everybody listen up! Listen up!
Okay. Also, this stars. I want to mention this with Truman Hanks plays the Administrative Secretary. Steve Park plays the pilot. Scott Sheffield plays the reporter. Willem Dafoe.
Keep going. There's
Yeah.
just a list. It's
Willem
just a list.
Dafoe.
William Dafoe's
Willem
in
Dafoe's
it.
name. Asbury Abraham is Prophet.
Bill
Yeah,
Murray.
plays
Bill
God, I
Murray.
think.
Bill
Yeah.
Murray. Just yep,
Yeah.
there he is.
This also. Yeah, he's this.
Rupert
Yeah.
Friend. Donald Stumper. I mean, like, there's just a who's of names.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of people in it, and I'm trying to find the names of everyone so I can make sure that when I play their clips.
Did you not know how to? It's called full cast.
I'm looking at it right now. Tom Hanks in this. He plays Leland.
I just want to relax in a nice lukewarm bath.
Bryan Cranston plays Regan.
Boys, I found the beer you hid in the garage. After all our talks about drinking, you still think it's cool?
Do you think it's cool, Neil? I didn't realize Charlotte Gainsbourg was in this.
No, drinking's bad for you.
Richard Ayoade plays Sergio.
This, Jen, is the internet.
And Jeffrey Wright plays Marty.
Boston Whaler.
Scarlett Johansson plays Cousin Hilda. God, there's just so many people. Hope Davis plays Mother Superior. There's people that you would know. And Benedict Cumberbatch, obviously, plays Uncle Newbar. Neil, run through the storyline for the Phoenician scheme.
Wealthy businessman Zaza Gorda appoints his only daughter, a nun, as his sole heir to his estate. As Gorda embarks as a new enterprise, they soon become the target of scheming tycoons, foreign terrorists, and determined assassins. Chris, I'm taking point. All day long, I put this podcast together. I go read stuff. I go do stuff, and I go, to get information. So we have information to put, all day long and stuff. I'm going to say this directly to everyone out there. Fuck every single one of you goddamn critics that think this was a shitty fucking movie.
Funny.
I absolutely loved this movie. I don't know if it's going to be my top 3 Wes Andersons, but it's definitely 4th. Like, this one, literally, I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the whole, the running gags that kept going on. Oh, I feel relatively safe. Like the gags in this, like, I was laughing in the theater, and maybe, and to be honest, Chris knows this. I'm not the hugest Wes Anderson guy. Chris is the Wes Anderson guy. I was like, there are good Wes Anderson movies, and I love them. Like, I love Rushmore. I love The Life Aquatic. I love, there's movies I like. Royal Tenenbaums is, in fact, that's probably my top 4 if you add this one in there. Like, I love a certain style of Wes Anderson and what he does. Everybody around the internet world, internet movie community, so the IMC, I don't know, whatever it's called, they're like, Wes Anderson has lost a step. He doesn't know how to do anything anymore. He doesn't know how to do this anymore. It's almost like they got tired of Wes Anderson movies.
So a lot of people just they think he has style over substance. I completely disagree. I thought this movie was fucking hilarious and heartwarming. Honestly, I
thought Mia kicked it out. Hit it out of the park. I don't even know who Mia was. I never noticed who Mia was until this movie.
So no, to be fair, no one did. But she's a stand-up. But the thing is, man, is that one thing about Wes Anderson movies is that I always walk out of them feeling good, and this is no exception. I walked out of this just feeling happy, just feeling like I'm just see what kind of like it just transfers you to a world that doesn't exist, but you wish did. And it's a funny.
I mean, the the design in
Of
this
course.
movie again. I mean, but I mean, of course,
Yeah,
it's Wes
shots are
Anderson. He has
perfect.
a certain
Yeah.
design, and the thing is, some of this the cinematography wasn't done by the same person that did all of Wes
Yeah.
Anderson's other movies. He was out. I have it somewhere in
Yeah.
one of the facts, but literally, I mean, but like every scene in this movie just looks so like crisp and clean, and I love like I love that. I want to be on that airplane. I want to be on that airplane. Like I constantly just think about that airplane. And it's literally between Del Toro and Mia and Michael that literally what makes this whole movie.
I feel like this is one of
Like
Benicio's best roles, honestly. Like he was so good in it. Like he was so good. And
yeah. And it's not just him too, is like the Michael like playing his
Michael,
character.
it was like he was born to be in a Wes Anderson movie. I'm surprised he hasn't been in one yet. And so he fit.
Well, no, he was. He was in he played a little part in one of the
Okay.
movies.
Well,
I'll look
he
it
had
up
a
real
bigger
quick.
part that he needed to be in because Michael Cera was made to be in a Wes Anderson movie. And like we said, this has a ton of people in it. Riz Ahmed's in this; he's great. Jeffrey Wright's in it. I couldn't do without. I'd be upset if he wasn't in it. Honestly, and just the people that Wes gets in his movies should say something about how he is as a filmmaker and how much people care about his movies because a lot of people felt this is void of emotion. I disagree. I thought this was a pretty mature film as well.
Maybe he wasn't in
Yeah,
one
that's what I'm
already.
saying.
I mean, you're the Wes Anderson
Yeah,
expert. I
Sarah
thought he
hasn't been on
was,
it.
but I mean, oh yeah. So that's how much he does feel like he should be in a Wes Anderson movie. That I think that he was in a Wes Anderson movie because I watch movies.
And so Phoenician Scheme, it's it is top shelf to me. Like it's in my top 4 for sure. It's hard for me to pick a favorite, but like a lot of people are calling this mid tier Phoenician mid tier, but I love the Phoenician Scheme. I thought it was great. And
I Venetian Scheme, like seriously, the story of like, so what the story is.
oh, and
guys,
by the way,
this ain't
the
really
story itself is not as important as what you get out of just the.
no. But no, by any means, I'm not saying that. But I like the story. I love the premise. Like this is probably why I like this movie so much. So the premise is this guy's trying to finish this big thing that he's been wanting to do his entire life.
His life's work.
And he's trying to figure it out by giving all the money to his nun daughter, and then they have to go fix a part of it that is a big part of the storyline, that they have to go get a percentage from every person that's a part of it. Now they have to go to all these different places, and because of it, there's so many running gags going on the entire
It's a globetrotting movie. They're all over the
of
place, and that's what's so good about it. Like the different settings, the people you meet. It's just an adventure.
Like one of the facts I actually did not print up because it would have been way too long to try to figure. And some of these facts I already have on here are really already pretty big. But one of them is the fact that this is actually a very good interpretation, a very good interpretation of the actual historical events, because each place does represent a place that was trying to build this back in the day. Like Princess Farku's kingdom is Jordan. Marcello's Bob nightclub is French Algerian. The canal Shahzad crosses over is the Suez Canal. Hilda's private utopian outpost is Israel Kippus. The hotel where the summit is held is Luxor, Egypt. Marty's ship is on the Mediterranean. Like it actually is a good representation if you see the reflection of what it is.
I know that some people the whole numbers part of it might throw some people off, but honestly, just know that they have to go fix things and they have to go across the world to do it, and that's what we get out of this. You get time with these characters that you grow to love, and you sort of grow to understand them better. And I couldn't. This was just a fun comedy. It's a comedy. I think it's probably the most broadly comedic. Like I love Wes Anderson, but to me, like a lot of people don't get his humor. I think this has for people who don't get his humor, there's more for them to laugh at in this one than other ones.
I hate people, or I don't hate. I dislike. I'm sorry, hate is a strong word. I'm not going to say the word hate. I dislike people that are just like, it's a Wes Anderson movie, so it's going to be like that.
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah, it's like that. It's different, and by any means, I don't think Chris ever thought in like a million years in our podcast that I'd be the guy sticking up hardcore for Wes Anderson. But at this point, it's something different than the same fucking look, the same like aesthetic, and nothing wrong against big movies and stuff like that. I'm not that guy. I love me a good, like I watched Hitman earlier with, Timothy, Timothy, Oliphant, in it earlier today. Like I love big action, freaking crazy movies that they do at the theater and stuff like that. Love that stuff. But my thing is I like seeing different stuff all the time.
and this is a weird movie. Like to say that it's not a weird movie would be a wrong thing to say, because
no, not only is this weird, but it's beautifully like did I let's see if I download it, but they're one of my favorite shots. I did not grab it. Oh my gosh. I'll grab it real quick. But anyway.
So like I'm glad that movies like this exist, and especially in this sort of trying time we're having, to have something that I can smile and just be happy about as I walk out of the theater. Like to just be there for that time. It's something I definitely need. I actually saw this on my birthday, so it was dope. Aaliyah had I went shows.
Yeah, how's it being 55?
It's I'm turning 39. I'm not even 40 yet, but it's my last year in my 30s. I know.
Gosh,
Neil's pissed off about it, but no.
Sooner or later, you gotta join the dark side. All right, but like one of my favorite scenes. I mean, okay, so one of my favorite scenes ever, I think, in a Wes Anderson movie, because it's so nonchalant, but at the same time is overcomplicated and is really cool if you're just watching the screen, was this scene right here.
Oh yeah.
Like where it's him in a bathtub, and it's just like all these different nurses come in doing things to make him better or help him out or give him food or whatever, but they do it so like nonchalantly, like it seems like there's like 50 people on the screen all of a sudden, and then there's nobody.
Yeah. It's just such a good movie, like expertly made. I don't think it was long or wrong, like the way the way about the movie, the way it went was just great to me. Like I enjoyed this movie quite a bit, and so people obviously are like, Wes Anderson, this thing like you're saying, fuck that, like dude, yeah, Wes Anderson, he's gonna put out something.
This is, I think I figured it out. I think the problem is usually what people expect from Wes is overthinkers, movies that make you overthink. And to be honest, this is one of the simplest movies he's ever made, where you didn't have to question all of reality and stuff like that. It's a very straightforward story. It's a very straightforward, with his style. And at the end of the day, it was to me, it was a beautiful ending. Like I almost wanted to clap, but everybody in the theater was kind of being weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already kind of like, I don't want to.
But I just felt so good at the end of it, and like I couldn't. I love this movie. I do. It's so. I like this more than Asteroid City. Where's this on the? I know you like the French Dispatch quite a bit. The last two Wes Anderson movies do like quite a bit. What do you think? I know you really like the French Dispatch.
I like the French Dispatch. I was a big fan of French Dispatch too. I just love. But the thing, I like this one better. I think, like literally, that's why I said this is my top 4 or 5 of Wes Anderson movies. Like literally, it has to be. I mean, Rushmore has to be number 1. I always love Rushmore. I love Rushmore, and it doesn't have the style that Wes is famous for now, but it was the start of that.
Bill Murray, Jason
And then
Schwartzman, you know, like that character.
it has to be Royal
Yeah.
Tenenbaums,
Yeah.
number 2. I love Royal
That's a great movie, too.
Tenenbaums. Man, I don't know what number 3 would. Gosh, it's either between like Life Aquatic or I love Life
Yeah.
Aquatic.
It's hard, man.
You know what? Yeah, it'd be Life Aquatic in this. I think that would be literally that, and then everybody else I can fight over after.
I mean, a lot of people like Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is so good. Also,
yeah, that's also a good one. But all right, let's stop our nerdyisms. Let's score this
score on
out.
this one?
4.5, man. I love this one. I had a good time with it. To be honest, again, like I've been talking about the whole last 10-15 minutes that we've been talking about it. Like it's good. It makes me happy. It goes, I mean, every day because of this movie, I can sit there and I can just say to myself that no matter what, this is the best that Wes Anderson has. I'm there for it. And you know what?
My score is a 4.5. I love this. It just, like I said, if Wes Anderson movies make me walk out feeling good, and not all the movies I've seen this year make me feel this good walking out as a Phoenician Scheme. Yes, news is
you walked out of the movie?
as I'm walking out from the movie as it's over. Yeah.
Oh.
What's a Dairy Queen, in fact, which is right next to the screen line.
Nice.
Yeah, we were gonna.
Fuck you! I missed Dairy Queen.
We were gonna see Emotion, but that closed on Mondays, whatever. So
there was a Dairy Queen right down the road from this house that I bought, and that was one of the happiest things when I bought this house. And the pandemic came, and the Dairy Queen went bye bye.
I'm sorry, dude. Sorry to hear that. I had the cone.
It's literally my favorite fast food.
What do you get? Like you're getting like ice cream there. What do you get?
Peanut butter and marshmallow shake.
Oh, I like some of that. You know what?
It's some of the greatest flavor you'll ever have at Dairy Queen.
Now
you
I want
cannot.
ice cream. All right. All right. Neil, I'm on RotternTomatoes.com. What's the audience score for the Phoenician Scheme?
The audience score is going to be 77%.
71%.
Damn it!
What is the critic score for Phoenician Scheme?
Critic score is going to be 82.
Certified First is 78. Very close. But here's there's audience says and the critics consensus. The audience says another meticulously staged production by Wes Anderson. Phoenician Scheme is an A-list variety show that would particularly tickle Andersonites with its whimsical deadpan delivery of verbal delicacies. And here's the critics consensus: a capery with the intricacy of a Rube Goldberg machine. Phoenician Scheme doesn't deviate from Wes Anderson's increasingly ornate style, but delivers the formula with mannered delicacy. I'll give you a bad review and a good review. This from Odie Henderson at the Boston Globe. He says, but even if they're worst, I used to think Anderson films were visually interesting. It's a trait for which is most known and celebrated. But as of late, the films become rife with eye-scorching ugliness. I don't know. He must have watched a different movie than we have. And this is from Maddie Lucas From the Front Row. She says, the emotional layers of the father-daughter relationship intertwined with teens' religion, capitalism, and global politics to form a richer text that might initially meet the eye. Me and Nev love this movie, Phoenician Scheme. We think it stands up there with some of Wes Anderson's best movies. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan, so I was just happy the whole time. And it's just a delightful movie, and we hope you guys go see it.
I mean, if you don't go see it, it's okay. I mean, but the whole point of this podcast is for us to tell you what movies we think are cool or good movies for you to go to see. So you listen to an hour podcast and instead of seeing a 94-hour movie, like what was that 94-hour movie that you made me watch? The Brutalist. Yeah, I'll never get over that.
That was a tough one for some. But Neil, next week we'll figure out. I'll talk to you after. We have to figure out scheduling. You guys find us on newsnotebook.net. We're at facebook.com/newsnotebook podcast. We're on w2mnet.com, w2 amazingmovies.net. You'll find us there along with a bunch of the podcasts. Instagram and TS Podcast, and Blue Sky Movies Don't Suck Podcast at bsky.social. If you guys Patreon costs do not suck. If you guys want merch, go to TeePublic, search Blackwood Productions. You'll find our shirts there with other stuff Neil's made, or search Movies Don't Suck and some that do on bonfire.com. You'll also find us there. Yeah, watch out. And subscribe to our podcast, and you guys subscribe to it on YouTube, all the other shit. We love you. And wherever you find contact on Movies Don't Suck, something new. Neil, what are your small business?
If you got a small business, let us know. Message us. Email Chris. Go to his house. Knock on his door. Crawl in his window, and it'll be okay. He'll let you stay in the spare bedroom.
Movies Don't Suck.net, please. So.
But anyway, and we'll be more than happy to advertise you to our thousands of followers, or millions of listeners, right here on Movies Don't Suck.
What do you guys do? I gotta get to my screen.
Let's get out of here. So that's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil. And remember, guys, no matter how hard it is in life, no matter what Phoenician scheme that you put on other people, don't become a predator, because someday you might have Craig Sensen just walking up to yourself while you're just yelling at him right in the face,
I'm
saying,
a predator.
Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. What is there? 13 of you guys left. Thank you guys. Oh, someone said something.
Yes,
in chat.
it's a.
At the
It's
end. It's a advertisement. I hate advertising people. I mean, we'll advertise for you if you're like, if you're like a business and you're listening and you got a friend that has a business and they need some help, you can post your stuff in our chat. We'll be more than happy to. If you're like a pro wrestler and you want to chat, hey, my match is coming up this Saturday, like at Wrestling Against Hunger, my name's Lunchador, or something like that, let me know. And we'll be more than happy to put and talk about it right here, because there's times that we're almost up to we're like past 30 viewers at one point.
We'll do it. We'll take it. We'll get some people your way. But
thank you guys. Love you all. Make sure to take care of each other. Take care of the world. Don't stab people unless they stab you.
That works.
Come after you. Yeah. I mean, if you need